Take the punch. You're not supposed to be bulletproof. Life is going to hit you hard, and you'll be knocked down. It's not a matter of if, it's when. So stop holding onto this myth that you need to be invincible. You're not made of steel. You're made of flesh, thoughts and emotions. And guess what? That's exactly what makes you human. Now here's the beauty of it. Resilience. It isn't about being unbreakable. It's about how quickly you get back up after life delivers its sucker punch. Ever seen a martial artist? They don't stand there thinking they're invincible. No, they get hit, absorb it, and then they move quickly, using that energy to adapt and to grow. Every punch is a chance to get better. Every hit they take, they come back with more power, more precision. You've been to the gym, right? You're lifting weights, you hit failure. You can't lift anymore. What happens? You don't just stop. No, you go back. You train, you rest, and you come back stronger. Your muscles, they don't just grow by lifting without ever failing. They grow by being pushed to their limit and then recovering. That's the cycle. In your life, it works the same way. You'll be flustered, it's okay. Here's where you stop fooling yourself. You'll get flustered. You'll be emotional. You'll be caught off guard. And guess what? That's okay. Perfection is a trap. It's not real. Expecting to be perfect and have it all together every second is a mental prison. So let go of that bullshit. The goal, it isn't to avoid being flustered. It's to train yourself to come back to your center every time. Imagine this. You're in a high-stakes meeting and someone throws an unexpected curveball at you. What happens? You could panic. You could freeze. Hell, you might even want to shout, "What the hell?" and storm out. Or you could breathe, pause, and take a beat to ground yourself. You could recognize being flustered, it isn't the enemy. It's the trigger for you to regroup, refocus, and come back stronger. Science says when you're flustered, your fight or flight response kicks in. Your body goes into panic mode. That's normal. But you have the power to calm that response. Breathing, stepping back, focusing on the present moment. That recalibrates your nervous system, allowing you to make clear, impart decisions. So why is this so important? Let me break it down for you. Life is chaos. It's unpredictable. The only way to deal with it is to learn to roll with the punches, and that's resilience. Without it, you stay stuck. When life knocks you down, the people who stay down, they're the ones who lack resilience. But the ones who get back up, who don't let a setback define them, they move forward. So why does this matter? It matters because the more you bounce back, the more you grow, the more you learn, the more you adapt. Every time you face a challenge and recover, you become stronger, more capable, more powerful. How do you already do this? Let's break this down. Think of a time when you faced a challenge and thought you were screwed, but you didn't give up. Maybe it was a tough breakup. You thought you'd never get over it, but slowly you healed. You started getting back into your rhythm. Maybe it was a failure at work. You messed up a project. Instead of curling up into a ball, you learned, you adapted. You came back with a better strategy, and you crushed it the next time. You've already done this. Hell, you've probably done it 100 times. You bounce back from things that seemed impossible. That's your resilience in action, even if you didn't recognize it at the time. New ways to do this. Creative ways to reframe it. Here's the thing, you can do it in new ways, because you're not stuck with the current way of handling adversity. You can shift how you deal with life's punches, and that's where the magic happens. Reframe the setback as a learning opportunity. When you fail or get hit, instead of saying, I can't do this, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? When you reframe it like that, your brain becomes a problem-solving machine instead of a self-pity generator. Use humour to deflect the blow. You get hit, now make a joke about it. Find the absurdity in the situation. This isn't to dismiss your feelings, but to remind yourself, no matter how tough life gets, you can still find some humour in the chaos. It keeps you grounded. Use physical movement to get your mind back in the game. Maybe you need a quick workout, or a dance break, or a walk. Movement shifts your energy, and it helps you regain focus, which is a key to bouncing back. How this changes your life. How would your life look if you started believing this? It would change everything. You'd stop fearing challenges. You'd stop playing small. You'd stop holding back because you're afraid of what could go wrong. You'd step up every single time, no matter what happens. Here's the thing, life is full of unpredictable shit. But when you train yourself to be resilient, to handle setbacks, and rise even stronger, you step into your true power. You stop being a victim of circumstances, and you start being the person who shapes their own fate. The fear you have, why are you afraid? Let's talk about that. The fear of being vulnerable, of being seen as weak, of others judging you when you get flustered. But here's the truth. People who are resilient, they're the ones that others look up to. Why? Because they've faced hardship and come back stronger. They've earned their strength through experience. But if you hide from your feelings, if you hide from the punches that life throws at you, all you're doing is prolonging the pain. People who never get knocked down, those people, they're either in denial or they're living a life so cushy they never grow. And you're not here for that. You're here for growth. You're here for change. So embrace the fear of being imperfect. Let it fuel you, not hold you back. It's in the fear that your transformation begins. Interrupting limiting beliefs. Why do you get stuck in those limiting beliefs? Because they're comfortable. They're part of your comfort zone. But your comfort zone is a mental prison that keeps you stuck in the past. It's time to interrupt those patterns. Every time you think, I can't handle this, counter it, well, I've got this. Every time you feel defeated, remember, your next move can be your strongest one. Pace and lead. Creating powerful change. Pacing someone means understanding where they're at. You've been there, right? You've faced setbacks. So when you pace yourself for others, you're speaking their language. You know what it's like to be knocked down. And by sharing that vulnerability, you lead them to the realization that they too can rise. It's all about showing them how to bounce back. You link their belief in their own power to your desired outcome, making them realize they too can be resilient. Resilience isn't a trait, it's a skill. And the more you practice it, the better you get at it. So stop pretending that you're supposed to be perfect, invulnerable, and unbreakable. Start embracing the punches. Learn from each one. And watch as you grow stronger, faster, and more capable than you ever thought possible. And remember, you can take the damn hit, bounce back, and rise stronger every single time. No bullshit. You got this.